Don't get in a fight, but.
Because if you don't go, you pay whether you go or not.
That's right.
Yeah.
He approached me, that's the way it is.
But it's expensive.
Right.
I mean, I remember every 3 or 4
Good
months.
afternoon. We'll call this meeting to order. And we've done the pledge. Everybody okay with moving toward the roll call?
Sure.
Yes.
Would the clerk call the roll, please?
Commissioner Kramer,
I'm present.
did you say yes?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Commissioner O'Rourke,
Present.
Commissioner Rexroth,
Present.
Chairman Wessel,
Here.
Commissioner Ross,
Present.
Commissioner Allgaier,
Present.
Commissioner Lautner.
Present.
Did I say everyone?
We're still not sure about Kramer.
Thank you. We do have a set agenda, and the agenda is listed on the agenda. We have public comment, but it's a special meeting, and the public comment, the first public comment must be about our agenda item. Anybody want to speak to that? Thanks, Bill. So, commissioner comment?
Let's get to it.
All right.
We'll call Chet up to the table, and he's going to lead us through this meeting.
Good afternoon, everyone. Beautiful sunny day. And for the record, you also have Ty Wessel's picture in daylight, so if you want a picture of Ty, it's lovely white. You can see it.
Oh.
He said he will autograph it for you. So the purpose today is to review the applications of people that submitted their resumes and material. And the goal today is simply to select the people that you wish to interview and select the time and place. So that I assume you'll do it here. And under the Michigan Opens Meetings Act, you do have the rights, and several candidates asked to keep their application confidential. You do have the right to go in closed session. Michelle has the proper Michigan Open Meetings Act statement to read to you. But when we come out of closed session, you have to decide who you wish to interview in the public meeting and when you want to do it. And then I will follow up with the candidates and set up the interviews. You also decide how many of them you want to interview. So thank you all of you for rating the candidates. All 7 of you did a great job. I compiled that list and had that memo, but since a couple of candidates wish to remain confidential, we do have the right to go into closed session. And Michelle, do you have the proper language there?
I passed it over.
I do. With our meeting. I move that the Leelanau County Board of Commissioners go into closed session pursuant to MCL 15.268F to review and consider the contents of the applications for employment or appointment to a public office for the candidates that have requested confidentiality.
Support.
Would the clerk call the roll, please?
You did that. Yes.
Commissioner Kramer,
Yep.
I don't have a case. Commissioner Lautner,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Rourke,
Yes.
Commissioner Rexroth,
Yes.
Commissioner Ross,
Yes.
Chairman Wessel,
Yes.
Commissioner Allgaier,
Yes.
7-0.
So we will reconvene in our small conference room.
All right. Bring in my food.
Ooh. Imagine all the work I could be doing.
Commissioner Rexroth?
Is she ready? We're good?
Yes.
I would move to come out of closed session.
Support.
All those in support of that motion say aye.
Aye.
Was that Glenn that seconded it?
It was.
Now, would you be okay with taking a 5-minute break at this time before we reconvene?
Sure.
We will take 5 minutes, and Ms. Melinda, that's 5.
5, not 6?
Okay.
I know.
Wow.
It wouldn't
Pretty strong.
download.
But she said I emailed myself and it had to do the same thing. So,
Thank you for coming back. It was just 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Commissioner Rexroth?
you want to go home.
Yes, I would like to make a motion that we interview the following 8 candidates, and my apologies for pronunciation. It's Ahmed Abu Ismail, Kipling Belcher, Michael Belsky, Tracy Biard, Mark Justin, James Kiesel, Robert Rienschuttle.
Support.
Hang on.
Did we not leave one off there?
Yeah, because I missed one too.
All right, let me restate my motion. Ahmad Abu Ismail, Kipling Belcher, Michael Belsky, Tracy Biard, James Kiesel, Mark Justin, Robert Rienschuttle.
And Anna
And that's
Nelson.
seven.
Oh, Anna Nelson. I'm sorry, that's what I missed. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you. And Anna Nelson, sorry,
Do we have a second to that?
I did second.
with the corrected motion.
Any discussion? All those in support of that motion say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
Motion approved, 6-1.
So next task is to win.
When?
Okay.
And yes.
Oh, sometime in the next 2 days while I'm gone.
Well, I can tell you, based on a couple of them, the Michigan Association of County Administrators is meeting at Crystal Mountain on the 21st, 22nd, and 23rd, and on two of the ones that you are on the list, are part of that conference, and so they have a conflict. So they would not do one of them. If you want to do next week. The conference does end, if you want to do it Friday, the 24th, or the following week after that, still probably work.
I cannot do Friday, the 24th.
I cannot
I'll
do the
be en route to Vermont.
Oh, for quite a while. Are we open on the Tuesday, the 28th, and Wednesday, the 29th?
Yes.
That'll give plenty of time for the candidates.
That avoids Memorial Day weekend.
What are we, hours wise, what are we talking about?
Well, I think you should do no more than 4 per day. So decide whether you want to do it in the morning or in the afternoon. Or
Because-
split them up, because it's up to you.
The
I
next
prefer
week would be
morning.
better for me.
The what?
week you talk about, the
First whole
first?
week of June.
Yeah, that might work better for me, I don't know.
Why not the 28th and 29th?
I already have a
Well,
meeting.
first week of June, now that's,
Third, fourth, fifth, sixth,
Oh, man.
sixth, seventh.
We
No,
already, wait,
I'm
we already
not
got rid of
available.
28, 29? Because of what?
We're trying to find a date that will work for everyone, I believe.
So we,
He's
no
trying to
time
do-
on the 28th and no time on the 29th?
Neither one of
works
those
for
days
Do
anything?
you
works for-
want them back-to-back days? Or you want just one day and then how are we going to do it?
I think it's preferable back-to-back if you can. It's easier to keep in your
Yeah,
thoughts
because
what you did, at least that's just me personally, I think.
8th is open,
what day?
I cannot do 4, 5, or 6.
In June.
4, 5, or 6?
I'll be on the road. on the
I'll be at
7th.
a funeral directors conference.
The week of the 4th, I'm pretty much, I could do the 3rd.
I'm all open the June, the first week of June, I am open.
Melinda, you're not available that whole week of May to 7th?
You're talking the 28th and 29th.
You're not available?
I'm not available either, I have a,
30 or 31st?
You're off on the 28th, 29th, too.
The 31st is the day before, it's a Memorial Day
yeah,
weekend.
airport.
No, that'd be the after.
It's already over.
Okay.
That's after.
Just what, 28th or
I'm
29th?
available.
Thursday, Friday, 31st.
28th.
I have 31st, I
chair,
have
advanced life
school
support,
hours
you know,
All day?
paramedics in.
School hours. I mean, I
Very
already have
important
scheduled
meeting.
meetings, but
In the morning, you'll be
Because
available?
we're down on
yeah,
service.
compared to other days.
So
Okay,
45-minute
let's see if
interviews, we're
these
talking
dates
around
work.
a 4-hour meeting altogether.
Keep your dates up.
The 30th and 31st in the morning?
The 30th, I have a
I could do those.
I
Hmm?
think so.
At 1.
I can
Well, if you did the
probably
morning.
make it work.
You do morning, as
30th
long as
and
I'm out.
31st in the
I have-
morning.
We'll also do evenings too, don't forget.
I think everybody said they were free 30, 31st in the morning.
We
Does
can do
that work
that.
for you, Chet?
Let's do it.
I have an airport finance meeting, I know we have to have a quorum, I will have to check with that.
How late do you think that'll go
It's
on the
8 o'clock in the
30th?
morning.
Say that, yeah, it's the 30th. If it's a couple hours, we can start at 10.
Could
You
start
can
at
get
10.
here?
As long as we're
On the
done by,
30th?
as long as we're done by 2?
I gotta scoot by, I think 12:30, I gotta double check the time for the 30th, but
So the next morning, could we start at 9?
If I'm not here, I'm just not here, they got a quorum.
Yeah, you're talking Friday, the
So-
31st? We can
Right.
start whenever we want, I guess, and we can start at 8 if you want.
How about 8:30? I have to drop the kids off at 8:10, so I can be here by 8:30.
On Friday?
On Thursday and Friday.
It's a Zoom meeting though.
Well, some, no.
Zoom.
they
Zoom
have
for
the
us?
option.
No,
It's Zoom, isn't it?
Not for us.
No, we can't
Not
do
for us.
Zoom.
No.
Oh, we have to be here?
Yeah.
That's why I said you're going on
Zoom, it can be Zoom
vacation.
for them,
I'm
but,
gone, guys.
I know.
Yeah, we'll have the
so
option.
30 and 31st, you're not here?
Are you here the 28th, 29th?
Oh.
Richard's contract ends in when?
December 31st of 2025.
He didn't read the fine print, did he?
Yeah,
You
there's
just
a
keep
clause in
them.
there, I
Do we even
can't-
have to do this?
Gwen, when do you come back?
She's hoping never.
I come back the 7th.
Now, you can, the clerk, you can observe the interviews, but you can't vote.
she would be just like the public watching the meeting on Zoom.
You cannot deliberate or ask questions.
But beginning the week of the 10th, I am here, I am yours.
But that's a month away. That's a month
Almost
away
a
from
month
now.
away.
I know.
That's too much.
I know.
I don't think we have a month.
We
All right,
probably don't.
so If you're looking at the 28th and 29th work except for myself?
29th, I've got a doctor's appointment in the afternoon,
But we can do it in the morning, right?
and the,
Or evening.
Or evening, I mean.
or evening, I'm open any evening.
I can make it.
I could do the 28th and 29th.
Or the 29th and 30th.
Yeah,
Okay,
we
let's
can
do
work
it.
too.
Anybody can't make 28, 29?
In the evening,
Except for me. I can't.
Well,
In the day.
28, what part of the day, just to be specific?
You do
28th
morning?
morning? Does 28th morning work for everybody?
Yeah.
Yes.
no. I chair the public safety committee at Elmwood, and it's.
All right, 28th afternoon.
I can't do that. Unless it's like before, oops, sorry. I'm really excited there.
29th in the morning?
Good.
29th in the morning,
29th in the
No,
morning.
I have a doctor's appointment.
29th in the afternoon.
Yes.
I have a doctor's appointment then, Great Lakes Soil.
How about the evenings?
I'm free any
Let's do it.
evening.
Evening's not easy for me.
I don't like it, but I can do, we gotta get it done.
So it was 30th and 31st out then?
I can't remember now.
But Jim, you couldn't make the 30th, right?
But it's a meeting in the morning, if we can start it after that morning.
I have one of these finance meetings, we need is a quorum, I can make a call to see which one it is.
But that's a morning meeting, right?
8 o'clock in the morning.
So,
yes.
so we do 30th in the afternoon then.
But Jamie had to leave or something.
Yeah, no, I
She has
can't.
to leave, but can we do it at 11 o'clock or 10 o'clock? It doesn't have to be morning or afternoon. Can we make it?
Right. I mean, I can do that as long as I can be out by 3 o'clock.
10 o'clock on Thursday, the 30th?
Let's do it.
10 a.m. on
Okay.
the 30th.
Well,
There's
if you do
one.
it before, then you'll be done at the time for you. What time you have to leave, Jimmy?
By 3.
You'll be done before.
So 10 o'clock on the 30th?
That's perfect.
And the
And
room is available?
would you want to do 10 o'clock on the 31st too, or you want to do that 9?
Can you do it at 9?
Except for beta.
9?
Or even 8:30 if you want to.
I have to get out and be able to climb that mountain
What's the
that I'm
next?
looking at. So I appreciate 9 o'clock.
So 10 a.m. the 30th, 9 a.m. the 31st. Everybody okay with that? Could I have a motion to that effect?
So moved.
Support.
So we got 10 a.m. and then 9 a.m.
I was putting the one in first.
All those in support of that motion, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We have the dates. You have them, Michelle?
May 30th at 10 a.m. till 3, May 31st starting at 9.
Yes.
I'll try to get 4 per session, assuming all eight say yes.
Nancy Kubnik.
And Gwen, you will be observing the interviews, but not deliberating with us for this first round, okay?
Right.
I think that's all the business we have to do.
I would say at the end of the meeting on the 30th, do not
31st.
discuss or include anything.
Thank you.
Wait till after you interview all the candidates.
And then I would ask that we do the in-person interviews beginning the week of the 10th.
31st or
Well, you might as well fix the dates now.
That would be great. I think.
That's true.
31st is at 9 o'clock.
Okay, Chet suggested we pick the final interview, the follow-up interview dates.
31st,
Um,
on the 30th.
When do you get back?
What?
The
When?
10th.
I will be home the 10th. I mean, I
To
will
me,
be, for sure, that's the first Monday, the
That's
first.
Monday the 10th.
I know I got it.
And we have an executive committee on the 11th.
We gotta do the budget.
We could do the 12th.
Well, who's available on the 10th? Who's not available on the 10th?
Okay, hold on, guys.
10th.
You're
I
ahead of
am,
me.
I'm open on the 10th.
Well, hopefully on May 31st, you'll know who the finalists are.
Yeah, yeah.
But you-
Okay,
you want
so
it back
everything
to
June,
back.
June,
What's it, just June 10th for final?
that's available.
June 10th at
Let's do it in the afternoon if it's the 10th, because it,
1.
That's tight for Jamie.
oh,
what
that
o'clock?
afternoon doesn't work for you, right?
Well, actually, school is out, and I don't think that whole entire day we're no. I mean, I could try to make it work, I guess.
So what time on the 10th?
I'm open school hour. I mean, like, well, I'm not even open school hours, so I guess. Yeah, afternoon.
Morning would be better. Yeah, what's wrong with morning? Well, we got something on the morning going on?
I do, but it's,
Oh, you do?
Does 12 work for you, Doug?
yeah, I can make that work. I could probably make it.
12?
Yeah.
12 at 10,
I
at
could-
the 10?
12 on the 10th?
Starting noon. Depending on how many candidates you submit back.
Right.
But if we brought back 3, we could do that in an afternoon.
And we said noon
Yeah.
on this day?
Probably.
Well, you'll have a good idea where you're at after the 31st.
Guys, we said noon?
Is that what we said?
Do you want to set a second date in case we have more than,
4 finalists?
No.
but we can't do 4 in an afternoon.
You should.
Guys,
sorry,
how
write
many
this
dates
down.
do we need for this?
Yeah, I mean,
I can't
This is
imagine
getting a little
more than
excessive.
four.
I can't imagine having 4
I
finalists.
say just wait and see. where
Okay.
you're at on the
Yeah.
31st.
Yeah.
And can you get
We don't
those,
need a week.
Pardon me?
you said you're gonna give us questions that you want us to follow. Could we get them ahead of time and then maybe even divvy them up?
The
Before-
challenge is, yes, I give them to you, but the minute I send them to you, they are foilable. So it's a question whether you want them.
Oh, gotcha.
And we're gonna
I
sign,
pass them out the day of, which is the standard, or the night before.
So then we can make some decision on who's gonna ask what question?
Normally what you do is just go around the room when you've done the task.
I felt we were a little cumbersome last time, to be honest, but just my thought.
So yeah, that was more. info
I just think
about-
Jamie should write all the questions.
I am
No.
going to.
All right.
I heard Ricky didn't like my
I'll give
question.
you some recommended.
Do we need a motion for the date? June 10th?
Sign for it.
These are just committee of the whole meetings, they're not special sessions or other
Okay.
sessions.
Well, it could be a special session.
What?
What's that?
You have to vote on who your finalists are, so you should have them special meetings.
And we'll have to do a form anyway. You can make a motion, but if it's a special session, you have to fill out the form. The motion doesn't do any good.
right,
Okay, so no motion's necessary.
I'll get with the interim
Okay.
administrator here.
30th.
You should have a special session because I'm guessing on the 30th, I recommend you just interview, not discuss the candidates. On the 31st, you'll get done. You should have a dialogue on who you wish to bring back, and that will take a motion.
So committee of the whole on the 30th, special session on 31st, or both special sessions.
So plan to bring lunch or, I mean,
Apple.
an apple,
I would recommend you not make any decisions on the 30th.
but on the
So
31st.
committee of the whole special session.
I'll get with Richard.
I regret not being able to be at that first meeting,
Oh,
but these plans were made 10 months ago.
Any other business we have to do today, Chet, except to thank you for your work?
Well, thank you for all of you taking the time to raise the candidates. It's not an easy task, but this is probably the, if not the most important thing that you do as a commission.
Yeah.
This is critical.
You know what, just make a motion for June 10th, then we're good. No more
All right, we can
questions.
fill in.
So moved.
So moved.
Support.
All those in support of that motion of a meeting on June 10th, say aye.
Aye.
Motion approved 7-0. Thanks, Michelle. Okay, at this time, thank you, Chet. At this time, we go to public comment. Bill Weaver.
30th and then the 31st.
Your phone's in the middle there, don't let it slide out.
Yes, thank you.
Good.
Bill Easter, Elmer Township. This is a talk given in the last week by John Eastman, who's undergoing law right now. Hadn't happened since the 1800s, but now, the 2020 election, it's all over the place. You can Google this one, Attorney John Eastman, in Lansing, Michigan. And I'm hoping to turn this in as a public, but I'll have to, if I could email you a copy instead, because this highlighting won't show up. I'll talk to you afterwards. But I'm just going to read a little bit of it. It's a half hour, right? So I'm just going to read through it here. It's a brief, he's talking about a brief he filed before the Supreme Court in the Texas versus Pennsylvania case. Texas and like 20 other states said, hey, we have standing. If Pennsylvania is thrown, it affects not only Pennsylvania, but our whole country and all of our elections. No standing, no standing. And you're supposed to not challenge what the government tells you. You're supposed to wear a mask. No, we're not supposed to wear a mask. Your daughters are supposed to swim against male athletes. Bill Barr, he said there was, they investigated and they found no fraud. Well, they did FOIAs on all the state attorney generals, and where did he investigate anything? And they said there was nothing investigated. He didn't investigate. All right. Supreme Court accepted that state legislatures only, the legislature can alter the manner of voting. But we had clerks, secretaries of state just changing things. Our Secretary of State, Jocelyn Benson, was found guilty 6 times. Six of the things she did were guilty. So how are we supposed to honor the past elections if that's the case? How do we know that the people that are elected right now are the true elected people rather than selected people? We're in a big problem here. And 80,000 people in New Jersey can see that there was a problem. In Wisconsin, 2020 election, nursing homes, they used to have 20 to 30% sign up. And they used to have a Republican and a Democrat go to ensure that there was no fraud there. They had nearly 100% turnout, even in the memory wings, where they don't remember anything. 100% participation there. That could have thrown the election right there. There's a lot more in here, but I'm going to skip it, and it'll be on the notes once I turn them in to Michelle. But I just want to finish with this. Elections are conducted illegally. This is John Eastman speaking. They're not fair by definition. We no longer are being governed by the consent of the governed. We cease to be free people, free citizens in a self-governing republic, and we become subjects of an increasingly oppressive and tyrannical government. This is a fight for our time. It is a fight comparable to the fight our founders waged against the greatest empire on earth at the time. They pledged to each other their fortunes, their sacred honors, and many of them gave one or the other of the combination. Our grandparents fought World War I, World War II, the greatest generation going on. This is the land of is this the land of the free and the home of the brave, or is it the land of the coward and the home of the slaves? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not willing to be the latter. Let that be our destiny and bequeath to our children and grandchildren. I'm going to fight for the former because that's what we received from our forefathers. People are awakened to what's going on, and it's not just the election. It's CRT, it's all this crap that the government is feeding us that is simply not true. You're affecting my kids, my wife. People are waking up all over the country, homegrown groups, every precinct in every county, in every state, in every country. But we still have to be diligent about the next generation because they have been literally destroyed by our public school system. Jaden is one exception. He's a 12-year-old suspended in school for having a flag on his backpack. The principal said, "You can't do that. That's a symbol of slavery." He said to the man, "It's a symbol of freedom and fighting against government tyranny." That's the one we want to pass the baton.
Thank you, Bill.
Thank you.
Any other public comment? Any commissioner comment? Reminder to see Richard if you're willing to help with the banners, and I'll take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
We are adjourned.
Do you want to go first?